Here are the 10 things you didn't know about Tom Brady. Let's dive in. He has amazing beer chugging skills. In 2018, he appeared on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert to discuss football, eat strawberries for the first time, and chug a beer. He drank all the beer in one gulp, and this made Patriots fans go crazy on social media. There were a lot of tweets and GIFs hailing the 45-year-old former football quarterback. Although for most football players, this act would have garnered more accolades, but Brady seemed to receive more criticism than applause. There are even some conspiracy theories around the beer chug, and one of them was the switched glass theory. One thing that was noticed just before the chug was that the glass was switched as fast as possible. Now, think about it. It makes a lot of sense to switch the glasses, as it was not ideal for either Brady or Colbert to drink beer during the show. However, this theory was soon countered by another one, stating that Tom Brady is a world beer chugger champion. That must explain why he is so good at chugging. Swinging beers is not the only thing the football player is good at. He is also good at so many other things. If you would stay with us till the end of this video, then you are in for a great ride. Tom Brady was drafted in the MLB. One thing you wouldn't have thought of is Tom Brady's draft by the Montreal Expos. This happened a long time ago, before he joined the New England Patriots roster. He was chosen in the MLB draft in 1995. In an interview with Hartford Courant in 2019, John Hughes, the scout who drafted Tom Brady, said that Brady's athletic ability had given him an impression of an attractive rookie who looked like he could fit in a professional locker room. "I never had as much fun scouting a player that we eventually didn't sign," Hughes said, chuckling. He was drafted in the 18th round because everyone knew how difficult it would be to sign him. He was very talented. I mean, on talent alone, he would have been projected as a late second-round pick. Tom Brady was asked where he would be today if he had chosen to play baseball instead of football in an interview with the Dan Patrick Show. He replied that he might have ventured into insurance. Even though he loved baseball, football took over his heart instead, and he couldn't go back from it. FTX Scandal. Tom had said if he had played baseball instead, he might have ventured into insurance. Well, he did try to, but got into a mess due to the viral FTX crypto collapse. Yes, Tom Brady, the renowned footballer, was involved in an FTX scandal. The crash had opened a gaping $8 billion hole in the FTX accounts, and investors had to scramble for the little that was left of their funds. Tom Brady was one of the famous people that invested in and promoted the FTX. He also suffered the greatest individual loss. He owned over 11 million shares of the trading, which equals a total of 45 million before the company eventually went bankrupt. His first job. What do they say about humble beginnings? Tom defined it for us by revealing that he used to be a paperboy, a job that he loved to do so much. The job probably gave him a little training experience, because he had to deliver the newspapers by throwing them on people's porches. See? That's unintended practice right there. A blessing in disguise. Deflategate Scandal. Scandals might or might not be a thing for Tom Brady. The greatest scandal of his life turned out to be the Deflategate scandal. What happened? Did Brady get involved in a deceitful process of deflating balls or not? An accusation was made against Brady and the rest of the Patriots team that they broke NFL rules by deflating footballs during the 2014 AFC title game against the Indianapolis Colts. However, after a series of investigations, Brady was found to be at least generally aware of the plot to deflate the balls. Although denying all allegations made against him, he ended up being suspended for the first 4 games of the 2016 season, while a fine of $1 million was filed against the team. Tom Brady met Giselle on a blind date. Now, let's poke our noses into Tom's love life. We sure made some discoveries and learned a few lessons. Would you believe it if we told you that Tom Brady met his wife, supermodel Giselle Bundchen, on a blind date? Yeah, we are just as surprised as you are. On the 26th of February 2018, which was their anniversary day, he posted a slideshow containing pictures of his wife. One was a picture of her making a heart by the Turks and Frogs restaurant sign, and the second one was an image of the supermodel with their kids. The caption read, "The first slide is where we met, and the second slide is what we've become. You have always been the one to hold us up, and you love us the way that no one else can. Happy anniversary, love of my life." We love to see love, and this got us emotional. In an interview with Jimmy Fallon, Giselle opened up that they actually met on a blind date, and she fell for the Patriots quarterback immediately. He played golf as a boy. In the world of sports, one must have tried out different games before sticking to one. Tom Brady used to play golf as a kid. According to Brady's father, they both played their first ever golf tournament together, and the football star was just 4 years old at the time. During the game, Brady Sr. holed a long putt, and his son started crying. He wanted to hit the ball hard at every chance he could get. In the end, their team finished last. That must have been interesting. It doesn't kill to try out different sports. Tom has a very strict diet. If we don't mention any fact at all, we shouldn't miss mentioning that Tom follows a strict diet. This, in our opinion, is however an essential move for people in sports. It would keep them fit and trim. However, it shouldn't be too strict. Tom's diet is an 80-20 diet regimen, one that contains 80% alkaline content and 20% acidic components. His diet varies from one season to the other. Sometimes in an attempt to create a balanced metabolic system, he eats foods like red meat in the winter and a lot of raw food in the summer months. Tom Brady is a vegan, but he includes some lean meat in his diet when it gets to the cold months. He also takes drinking water seriously. Other sports legends have also adopted his diet: Rob Gronkowski, Kirk Cousins, and hockey player Mark Scheifele. Just when you thought you knew everything about Tom Brady, there are 2 more facts you don't know. Come along. He was a Merrill Lynch intern. Back in the 90s, long before Brady was ever known in the world of football, he was a student at the University of Michigan with a summer internship position at Merrill Lynch in Ann Arbor. The man who was his boss back then, Oliver Owens, now 64 years old, remembers him fondly as one of the most liked interns ever. He was polite to everyone, always had a good morning for everyone. He told CNBC Make It during an interview. Tom Brady interbeds in the firm when he was in his junior and senior summers back in the 90s. The market was rising fast, so most of the financial advisors in the office weren't doing so much work over the summer. Brady wasn't having any of it. According to Owens, the young Brady would make complaints about the lackadaisical attitude of most of these workers. Sit tight as we move on to the 10th thing we know about Tom Brady that you didn't know. Tom has an athletic family. He and his sisters all got athletic scholarships. He grew up with 3 sisters, and he was the youngest sibling. His sisters also made headlines. Maureen Brady, his eldest sister, was an All-American softball pitcher. At 17, she got into the U.S. Junior Olympics team. Her daughter, Tom's niece, is also a softball star and a UCLA standout, currently playing in the Women's College World Series. His youngest sister was also a good softball pitcher. Her skills and expertise backed her a scholarship from the University of California, Berkeley. His other sibling, who was the middle one, was a soccer star, and she got a scholarship at St. Mary's. Sports definitely run in this family's blood. That's all for now on the 10 things you didn't know about Tom Brady. Let us know what you think about them in the comments. Thanks for watching.